Who has the power to outwit their own fate? As long as the gods steer the ship of time, there's one thing that's certain. The chains of Satinav will not break.
Bonjour les amis, ici Gros Chocogeek, nous sommes de retour sur un nouvel épisode des chaînes de Satinav, des chroniques de l'œil noir. J'ai la solution sous la main, si je tourne trop, mais je ne l'ai pas lu, je ne sais pas ce que je dois faire, je vais fouiller avec vous un moment. Vous allez sûrement vous dire « Oh mais il est bête, il rate des trucs, pourtant c'est pas compliqué, hein, c'est tout devant », mais personne n'est parfait, les point and click sont pas toujours pratiques, donc on va déjà voir ce que je peux cliquer sans avoir besoin. Cheminée. J'aurais dit
The explorer doesn't seem to have been here for days. Only charcoal and ashes left.
C'était sûr.
This must have been used to illuminate the little grotto. The candle has burned down to a stump.
D'accord, c'est pas un bassin, c'est un bougeoir. Mais c'est pas grave. Est-ce que je peux mettre... Ah non, c'est le pouvoir de Marie. Est-ce que je peux mettre le morceau de
I
charbon?
can't use this wood for building a fire. It's all burnt.
D'accord. Ok.
What's that supposed to be?
It shows statues with swords. Perhaps a piece of art. What's that supposed to depict?
Turn it around.
There's nothing on the back.
No, I meant the other way.
What other way?
Oh, you have no sense for art at all.
Jetons un œil si nous on arrive à avoir des trucs en
What's
plus.
that supposed to be?
It shows statues with swords. Perhaps a piece of art.
Ouais, bon, on n'en saura pas plus, j'imagine.
What's in there? Open it.
Obscure symbols, scrawls. I can't make heads or tails of this.
What is this?
There's something written on this one that I can't decipher. Obscure symbols. I can't make heads or...
Ok. Voyons ce qu'il dit qu'il peut lire ce qui est écrit dessus, donc... Oh non, pas des maths. Ah mon dieu. Ah mon dieu. Mon dieu. Donc j'aurais besoin de la solution parce que ce genre d'énigmes, je ne les comprends jamais. 1 x 4, 4 x 1, pioche, mine, wagon. J'imagine qu'il faut 4 fois du minerai. 6 x 3, 2 x 4. On verra bien plus tard. Ça sera peut-être plus clair. Je peux sortir? Oh, ah d'accord. La flèche de direction pour sortir de ta propre vue. C'est un concept. Non, je veux pas. Je vais voir si je pouvais libérer l'araignée, mais non. C'est un beau fossile ici, monsieur. Bien.
That's one of those butterflies from the lakeshore.
Summerlings.
Or summerlings.
What's he doing in a display case?
Display case?
Bien, je crois que j'ai compris ce qu'il faut faire. Allons-y.
Why, that's not a vase. You must free him.
C'est fait.
Do you always have to break things?
You wanted me to set it free.
But not like that. Things shouldn't be broken.
It's just a jar.
Yes, just a jar, but at some point everything will fall apart, and everything will be dark and grey.
D'accord. Tu veux pas te poser
Oh,
Ça y est.
look!
Ah, c'est nouveau, la flèche d'observation, quoi. Oui.
It's a stalagmite, or a stalactite, one of those.
C'est un stalactite. Il descend. Le stalagmite monte. monte.
No, what use is that supposed to be?
D'accord. Il y a un pseudo-dessin ici qui sert absolument à rien.
It's a stalagmite or not. No time to experiment. Not light. What for? That doesn't help.
Bon. Je suppose qu'il y a un... Ah, peut-être... Non. Peut-être ici, sur une corniche. Non. Corniche, non.
What's that supposed to be?
It shows statues with perhaps a
Chut.
What's that supposed
It shows perhaps a...
Suffit.
I used to draw with charcoal as a child.
Can you draw me in 3 dimensions?
3 dimensions? I haven't got the slightest idea what you mean.
Ce serait pas une très très mauvaise idée, j'ai envie de dire. Hein?
I used to draw with
Can you in
3. I haven't got...
Ok, l'interaction que je peux faire avec le charbon.
That doesn't help. That's no help at all.
Ok. Ouh, la molette, les objets... Non. Non, pas d'objet qui fonctionne, pas envie.
What's that supposed
It should
Ah, tais-toi, je veux le prendre, pas le... Bon. Bon. Non, mais c'est pas ce que je voulais faire, monsieur le jeu. Ah.
What's this? A game?
Ni.
What's this?
Ok. La tablette peut-être? Non, je ne peux pas la regarder quand je suis dans cet écran, je ne peux pas... Ah si, je... Oh, la logique de la sortie de l'écran.
That's taking too much time.
Wait.
Attends.
Oh no!
What's wrong?
There are orcs down at the lake.
Damn! They must have followed our tracks. We should hurry up.
Bon, oui, c'est peut-être Nuri qui me cache un truc là, non?
The fairy scholar has got to help us. Otherwise, I'm at my wit's end. Nuri.
D'accord.
I'll have a
Je te
further
quitte.
look around.
Je veux pas savoir ce que tu fais dans l'industrie médecin. Bon bah, on va aller là.
Come on, let's just go.
No, we'll get lost without directions.
Sérieux? Bon. C'est l'heure de voir si j'ai raté un petit truc qui clignote. Le riz, le machin, le vase... Non, j'ai tout, j'ai bon. Ah.
It makes butterflies glow. Now it is indeed a...
Mais c'est quoi ce jeu à la con? Je pourrais au moins avoir les règles, bordel de Zeus? Parce que là, en dehors de cliquer complètement vif, je ne vois absolument pas ce que ça rapporte à l'histoire, au jeu, ou même à l'idée de fun du jeu, quoi. On peut foutre le feu au papillon. Pas. Je vais couper les cordes, puis ça ira plus vite. Hein.
If I rip them apart, those threads will be even harder to use.
Alors déjà, les fils qui sont accrochés par je sais pas quoi derrière, puisqu'ils restent accrochés sur le rocher. Est-ce qu'il y a ici quelque chose que j'ai pas vu? Tous les stalagmites, la sortie et tous les cordons. Donc je l'ai dans le baba.
Not this way.
Bon. Eh bien, la solution va être utile, j'ai l'impression, hein? Parce qu'il y a un truc que je ne comprends absolument pas. Et je ne vois pas quelle est la solution. Ok. Ok. On va tester ça. Même si ça me semble très capillotracté. Très capillotracté, mec. Alors déjà, on me parle de mine de cuivre et de mine de machin. Non, mais c'est pas ça que je voulais faire. Je veux sortir de ça pour que Nuri arrête de faire la gueule. Déjà, on fait ça.
Why don't you fix it then?
This is the last time I'm doing this for you.
That's what you said the day before yesterday.
Voilà. Donc, apparemment, il faut relier ces cordons à cela. Sauf que... en dehors de la soluce, surtout si la tablette ne veut plus se rallumer. Voilà, merci. D'accord. En fait, c'est ce à quoi correspond la tablette. Ok. Alors, stalactite 4 à la stalagmite 1. Stalactite 6 à la stalagmite 3.
I think when you let two threads intersect, their shadow points to a place on the map.
So 2 threads at a time. I can't think of anything here.
Le stalactite 4 à la stalagmite 1.
Only 2 threads, but which ones? Damn, I just don't know what to look for.
Mais...
Only 2... Damn, I just...
Mais... Ah!
According to the stone tablet, there's a copper mine there. I don't think the explorer will be there.
D'accord. Ok. C'est tordu, c'est très tordu. Stalactite 6 à la stalactite 6 au 3 et la 4 et la 2 à la 4. Ça devait pas être ça. Mais même avec la solution, c'est complètement tordu. Stalagmite 3, donc stalagmite qui monte, associé à la stalactite 2. Bon, alors c'était pas du tout ce que j'ai fait, c'est pas grave. Et la stalactite 4, non, la 2, la 2 à la 4. Bon, donc même avec la soluce, c'est bizarre. Alors, attendez. La stalagmite. On annule. On commence. La stalactite 6 à la 3. La... Ah oui, mais... Ah oui, d'accord. La... Hein? Pourquoi vous changez le terme en fait? Donc la stalactite 6 à la stalagmite 3. La stalactite 2 à la stalagmite 4.
According to this stone tablet, there's an emerald spider nest there. I don't think the explorer will be there.
Et ce qui est ridicule dans l'histoire, c'est qu'on ne puisse pas utiliser ici la tablette. Sinon, ça aurait été quand même un brin plus pratique, quoi. J'ai rien dit. J'ai rien dit. J'ai rien dit. Bon, on va essayer sans la tablette tactile, mais juste avec la tablette de pierre. Donc, 4, 1, 2, 4. On va le faire dans le sens 4, 1, 2, 4.
If the numbers on the stone tablet are right, the fairy artifact must be there. I think I know where the explorer is now.
Ok. Tout ça pour ça.
Well, to get to the fairy artifact, we have to go right first, then straight on, then left once? No, twice left. Then 3 times straight ahead. Can you remember that?
Left, right, straight on.
I think we better copy the directions down.
Ok, ça, je crois que je sais comment ça va se faire.
I'll just draw the map on the backside.
Garen, you have to promise that the explorer won't send me home.
All right, I promise. Right, straight ahead, twice left, 3 times straight ahead. Come on, I know where we have to go now.
Désolé Maillard, nous n'aurons pas d'une phase de combat vache contre des araignées.
All hail the 12. Are you the fairy scholar?
By Fabulon's crown and Farendel's fingerweb, a fairy, in flesh and blood. Let me have a look at you, glistening maiden. What portal have you come through? Which world do you belong to? No, don't tell me. Tall and without wings, not a Ladifari. And no creek or tree on you, so neither a nymph nor a dryad.
I am Nuri Dari Nelavanda. Can you help me so that I can use magic again, without any pain and loss?
An inquisitive fairy. Wait, I have to focus my mind.
I want to stay in this world and wander free like the raven, and live through adventures with Geron. Can you help me?
Only 3 times am I allowed to err.
Master Fairy Scholar?
Ça sent l'entourloupoule.
Oh, another... Oh, human.
Oh, la déception.
My name is Geron. We've come to seek your counsel. You are the Fairy Scholar, right?
Giacomo Nauta, Sage of the Spheres, Temporal Analyst, and Fairy Scholar. That hits the nail on the head, I should say. But just one moment, young man. Please do not touch those fairy crystals, GNiAAaaah. Interference, you know. Where were we, my boy?
Fairy crystals?
Nuri can't use magic in this world.
Don't touch under any circumstances.
Il t'écoute pas. Bah tiens.
Whoops!
Save yourselves!
Ah!
Nuri ne sort pas du placard. Nuri ne touche pas les cristaux. Splumph. Nuri n'appuie pas sur le bouton rouge. Boum. Je crois que tu viens de tuer le spécialiste des fées. Et c'est toi qui disais qu'il fallait pas tout casser? Et ça te fait rire en plus. Mais regardez la tête de jeune délinquant qu'elle est en train de faire. Oh, je vous jure.
This time it wasn't my fault.
Ouais, tu m'étonnes.
The boulder is much too heavy. He has lost his sword. Now his hand is only grabbing thin air. The arm of the fairy knight statue.
Voilà, on n'a pas perdu la main au moins. C'était quoi le truc?
The statue fell on the stick and cut it in half. Your stick is broken.
Il est où lui? Ah, il est là!
The statue fell on the stick and cut it in half.
Je peux pas le retirer.
The other half is
Ouais,
lodged beneath this
forcément.
statue. You'll have to travel on without a backpack, I'm afraid. How am I supposed to reach that?
Bah, tu y vas. Regardez-moi cette pose d'ailleurs.
Nuri!
Anrianvella muren emat hesta liananati. Gerionero Anrianvella.
Ok, elle est camée. Elle est trop dans le bain, quoi.
What did she say?
D'accord, elle a dit...
She's gone crazy. She's gone even more crazy.
Bon,
All right, Sage of the Spheres and Temporal Analyst, I better get us out of here. And then you'll tell me what I need to know. How could that happen? What's wrong? Do you have something in your throat?
ok. Ça me semble assez
Here,
basique.
take a mouthful.
Oh, black fortunes. The fairy artifact. Millennia. Gone in a blink of an eye.
We have to get out of here. Another jolt and we'll be dead.
I'm not going anywhere without my notes.
Are you really willing to risk your life for them?
We'll need the notes to traverse the mountain. Your fairy has to find another way out.
But the orcs are on that side, and they've surely been following us. Nuri mustn't fall into their hands.
I can draw a safe passage back for her, but I'd need the notebook from my backpack.
Very well. The notebook it shall be.
Et...
My notes!
D'accord, il veut pas m'en dire plus. Bon, de toute façon, là, c'est pas compliqué. C'est prendre le bout de bâton pour attraper le machin. Tac, 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 tac. Oh, j'aurais bien utilisé le bras, mais... Ah! Oh, je sens le combo à la con.
The stick fits perfectly into the hole left by the sword handle. If the stick wasn't broken, I could reach the backpack with it.
D'accord. Est-ce qu'on a toujours accès au pouvoir? Oui, apparemment. Testons.
The other half is lodged beneath this statue.
Je commence à manquer d'arguments. On peut pas réparer la statue?
Like it had never been broken.
Mais non.
Nuri's spell won't help here. Are the items in there valuable? I'm sorry. You have to know that I bring bad luck. How am I supposed to reach that?
Ah, tu m'étonnes. Bon, on va voir s'il n'y a pas un petit objet que j'aurais raté. What?
We have to save Nuri.
D'accord.
The other half is locked. The boulder is much too heavy.
Miap. Est-ce que le bras peut servir de levier?
I hope this wasn't a patron.
Non. Miap. Est-ce que je peux briser le truc?
This time it wasn't my fault. This time it wasn't my fault.
Je ne peux visiblement pas. Mais allez. Ça, lui. Ok.
I'd rather not. The explorer is right. We'd better stay away from these stones.
Geron, se le avi uribella a ma testa. Uh-oh.
What did those crystals do to Nuri?
La vraie question, c'est qu'est-ce que Nuri a fait à ces cristaux? Oh.
How many paces might that be? Damn, this is high.
Ok, donc j'ai normalement tout ce qu'il me faut sur moi pour récupérer ce machin. Sauf que là, je ne vois absolument... Avec la couverture? Ah. Est-ce qu'on peut... Ah oui. Lol. Je récupère un bâton avec un autre morceau de bâton. Ça me rappelle une histoire de clou, ça.
Nuri, could you please? Well, good. Thanks.
Atial le mune du leval. Is mantrairelli. Is lera mantrairelli.
Eh, Giocherini! Pardon. On dirait qu'elle parle italien, mais
The
c'est
stick
pas...
fits
Oui,
perfectly.
on sait. Tu lui as déjà dit ça. Voilà. Ils ont fait une bonne animation pour ça. Ils ont pas été foutus d'animer correctement. LOL, tout qui disparaît dans le sac.
Unmolilla, Geron.
Alors, une qui déblatère n'importe quoi et l'autre qui tousse. J'ai vite envie de partir de là.
My notes. I need them to draw.
I'll leave it closed. I don't want to have to deal with those things.
Here. This is for your fairy. The way out of the mountain. She must run to the mill that's marked here. That's where we'll meet again.
Ok.
This will yield nothing.
Je m'y attendais pas du tout. Avec le couteau?
Huh? No.
Non. Pourtant... Oh,
That's
on
not
voit
a
le
torch.
message. Ah. Bon, bah... Non, sérieux.
Follow the directions to the mill. You can't miss it. The way should be safe.
Elle va réagir ou elle va le manger, le papier? Non, apparemment, apparemment, elle
Come, my
réagit.
boy. It's time to leave.
Oh là là, il commence à m'appeler boy.
So
Il
the
est stylé.
seer wants to get hold of GNiAAaaah. Satinav. History has a way of repeating itself.
What do you mean by that?
Once before, the seer abused fairies by making them play the harp for him, until they lost their magic and fell victim to the darkness.
Nuri called them sad fairies. The seer sent them to follow our tracks.
Possible? quite possible.
Satinav. Satinav. The Raven mentioned the name once. Can you tell me more about Satinav?
You mean the steersman of the barge of time? The irresistible? Satinav was a mighty demigod who descended to the underworld to conquer the barge of time. But the gods punished him for his sacrilege. Now he's chained to the helm of the barge for all eternity and watches the stream of time. He and he alone can see the past and the future, but not even he can change either of them.
Is that why we see the damage the ravages of Satinav cause everywhere?
Yes, yet the damage they cause is not the same in every world.
Is there really no way to change the future?
Future? Past? What do those words mean? Tomorrow becomes yesterday quite fast, doesn't it?
The seer has seen the future. Mine too.
Don't believe what every blind man claims to have seen.
You fought alongside the king's heroes?
Hezinda forbid. I'd make a knight of miserable stature. When the young king asked me for help, the seer had long been in captivity, but I sealed the fairy gate in the stone oak forest.
So that was you?
For all time, the hardest decision in my whole life. But other fairies might have reached Andagast to play the harp.
How come you didn't find Nuri at the fairy gate back then?
There were rumors in those times that the heroes had saved a fairy from the seer's clutches, but nobody felt it necessary to introduce her to me before they let her go.
Why Nuri? There must be other fairies somewhere.
A good question. What do you know about Nuri and her homeworld?
Nuri never told me anything about her background.
Perhaps she was scared.
Of her home.
Or her past. The magic of the fairies can turn whole worlds upside down.
You mean Nuri's world might have changed since she's been here?
Well, that's why she came here in the first place.
Nuri can't use magic, or she'll either die or lose her soul.
I see.
We hoped you could help us.
I'm afraid I'd have to know more about the world she came from.
Do you know where Nuri comes from?
I was never able to explore the world behind the stone oak forest portal before I sealed it. But I have a theory. Nuri's home world might be the fairyland Narutvana.
Narutvana?
A colourful place. A land of bliss.
That doesn't sound too bad, does it? I wonder why she refuses to go back there. Do you know more about the magic harp?
It can only be played by the hands of a fairy. A human, even the seer, would perish in the attempt. That's because it was built by fairies.
What for?
It must harbour great power. Power that suits the seer well. Unfortunately, its whereabouts are unknown. We could examine it further otherwise. The Academy of Magicians never broke their silence about it to me. I can't blame them.
But why is it in our world and not with the fairies?
That's one thing that must be discovered. There must be records of Andagast in the Academy.
Oh, bon sang.
Did you know the seer?
No. But people told many stories about him. Rumors, you know?
What rumors?
That he had been born blind, yet touched by Satinav. Or cursed. He saw the future of others, but it was always death, mischief, and bad luck. Never any good or favorable things. Others claimed he was a warlock, driven by the desire to make his prophecies come true.
The seer once prophesied misfortune for me too. Is he trying to make that true also?
I am sure he has other goals. His own goals.
I don't know how long I'll be able to protect Nuri.
The burden you are carrying doesn't belong on your shoulders alone, Geron.
What do you mean?
Considering what he plans to do to Nuri, I will do everything in my power to help you.
My head is buzzing. If Nuri falls into the hands of the seer, she'll be doomed.
He'll force her to unleash dark fairy magic on Andagast.
But to what end?
He is a seer. It has to be related to the future. After all the things he did in the past, we have to expect the worst. Your mentor only saw one way to prevent it all from happening.
I cannot kill Nuri, not even if our world will be saved from doom by doing it.
Geron, I'll never allow even one hair on Nuri Darinella Vander's head to be touched.
I am prepared to do whatever it takes.
So why don't we take her back to her world?
Nuri doesn't want to go back to her world.
But that's the only way. No matter what she fears, you'll have to take her back there. Otherwise, she'll die.
But haven't you sealed the gate to Nuri's world forever?
And it can never be reopened again. That's right. But there might be a second portal to Narutvana. It is said to be located in the swamps of Lament, deep in the no-man's land of the Brinask marshes.
C'est une conversation sans fin.
Where exactly can I find this fairy gate?
There's a colleague of mine staying in Enqui. Meander Goswin. He has in his possession the crystal of Narutvana. It's a magic prism that points the way to the fairy gate. And it opens the gate as well. Oh, so I hope. In the meantime, I'll go to Andergast to research the whereabouts of the magic harp in the academy there. And who knows? Perhaps we'll find a way of rendering the harp harmless.
So it shall be.
Here, take these notes for your voyage. You will find Goswin's address and all my knowledge concerning the fairy gate and the realm behind it.
I'm ready. Enqui, Meander Goswin, fairy prisms, swamps of lament, and soon Nuri will be home.
Wait. They say a mighty, very dangerous creature guards the fairy gate.
What kind of a creature, pray tell?
Its eye is said to petrify all living beings, just like a basilisk.
I was expecting as much. There's always a catch.
Oh, mais c'est pas vrai.
Are there any other fairy gates? Ones that aren't as far away?
Those gates lead to different worlds in which Nuri would have to die. We cannot take that risk.
How can I get past the guardian of the gate?
No one has ever returned to give an answer to that question. Cheer up. Your namesake, St. Geron, once fought against the Basilisk King.
He was the mightiest hero of all time, and he possessed the divine sword Seven Stroke.
There's a hero inside everyone.
Why don't you go to Enqui, and I'll research the harp in Andergast?
The magicians weren't exactly my friends back then, but do you honestly believe they'd let someone like you into the academy?
All right, forget it.
Now our ways must part, Geron. Protect Nuri's life for all it's worth. Take her back home where she can be happy.
You have my thanks for everything. Wish me luck.
You'll find your way. We'll meet again in Andergast.
Ah, je crois que c'est à moi de jouer. Oui. Bon.
Here lies... The name is not recognizable anymore. Whoever you may have been, may Boron have mercy on you.
Donc il ne prendra pas le... Non mais ça, là...
A Boron's wit. I hope that's not a bad omen.
Non, il le prend pas. Donne sur le nom. Mon dieu, la tronche de ce machin. Ah, mais il y a quasi que dalle à faire. Il y a vraiment qu'un seul truc à faire? Oh, sérieux? Passionnant. Remarquez, c'est joli.
Nuri, are you there?
Oh, oh.
Oh!
Non. Elle était pas là.
You. It's you.
He doesn't tell us where she is.
I don't know. I'm not telling.
Let's make him wait in darkness till the bird arrives. The raven shall deal with him.
The raven?
He will make him talk. I'll get him. You watch the mill.
The raven belongs to the seer?
As soon as the sand runs out, the night herd will talk.
And his thread will break.
Ugh!
C'est dans cette obscurité que l'épisode se termine. Je vous invite à liker, commenter, partager, à vous abonner, à cliquer sur la petite cloche pour suivre le fil de mes actualités, à dire aux gens qui comptent pour vous combien vous les aimez. C'était Gros Choco Geek sur les chaînes de Satinav. Je vous dis à très bientôt.